EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otton. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They face second down and 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on their early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's first and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he will score. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there, which winds up with nothing on the return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Dobbins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter.
Buccaneers, nothing.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end Moreau is in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Third and 5. Baker to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And the Saints are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run with Dobbins. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Hill. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Shaheed in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kamara going to try to pull his way in, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Up, 3rd and goal.
1 yard out of play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line. And not only did they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints can tack tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Baker. That is caught. He got Godwin. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster, Trey Palmer. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up.
Saints 13, Buccaneers 7.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Shaheed with the catch.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's Dobbins. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll get about 2. Tyke Smith there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. the run game and the pass game. Everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 2nd down, Baker. He'll let one go down the middle. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield for Chark.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. That's Olave. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. That's Carl Granderson in there to record the sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. They go play action with Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Mayfield to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. And this is going to stay a 2-possession game. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Now a give up the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st down is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now Mayfield. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now on second and long. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Man in motion, heading left. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the two-point conversion.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing is Baker. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Now the Bucs will take their first time out, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Saints will punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This is 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
That ties the game, 26-26. Chase McLaughlin will kick off for the Buccaneers.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Throwing now from the gun. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And he'll be taken down. That means we are going to overtime. So, over.
Blake Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. And that is incomplete. there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
At their own 31-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This one is caught by Moreau. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Back to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
In motion is Hill. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The